Guys, I've made a tiny little blunder. Just a little one. A blunder means a little mistake, but it's okay. I put the bookmark in the book a little bit too soon, and we weren't quite at the end of the chapter. So this is the second half of chapter 1, but that's okay. Bite-sized chunks. So I'm going to read you the rest of chapter 1, which is called How They Found the Magic Wood. So it's the rest of chapter 1, guys. So the children have moved from the town to the country into their beautiful new cottage, and they were off out to explore. Okay, so they run out of the lovely gate into the lane because they were allowed to. Mummy said so. So they explored all around and about Joe, Franny and Beth. They ran across the field where pink clover was full of bees. They paddled in a small brown stream that chattered away to itself under the willow trees in the sunshine. And they suddenly came to the wood. It was not far from the cottage at the back. It looked like an ordinary wood, except that the trees were a bit darker green than usual. A narrow ditch separated the wood from the overgrown lane. A wood, said Beth in delight. We should be able to have picnics here. It's rather a mysterious sort of wood, said Joe thoughtfully. Don't you think so, Beth? Well, the trees are rather thick, and they seem about the same. But they seem about the same as any others, said Beth. They don't quite, said Franny. The noise the leaves make is different. Listen. They listened, and Franny was right. The leaves of the trees in the wood did not rustle in quite the same way as the other trees did nearby. It's almost as if they were really talking to one another, said Beth, whispering secrets, real secrets, that we just can't understand. It's a magic wood, said Franny suddenly. Nobody said anything. They stood and listened. Whoosh, 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 said the trees in the wood, and bent towards one another in a friendly way. There might be fairy folk in there, said Beth. Shall we jump over the ditch and go in? No, said Joe. We might get lost. Let's find our way around before we go into big woods like this. Joe, Beth, Franny! Suddenly came their mother's voice from the cottage not far off. It's time for lunch, come on. The children felt hungry all at once. They forgot the strange wood and ran back to their new home. Mother had new bread with strawberry jam for them, and they ate a whole loaf between them. Father came in as they were finishing. He had been shopping for Mother in the village 3 miles away, and he was hungry and tired. We've been exploring everywhere, Father, said Beth, pouring him out a big cup of tea. We found a lovely wood, said Joe. The trees really seem to be talking to one another, Father. That must be the wood I've heard about this afternoon, said Father. It has a strange name, children. What is it called? asked Joe. It's called the Enchanted Wood, said their father. People don't go there if they can help it. It's funny to hear things like this nowadays. I don't expect there really is anything strange about the wood, but just be careful not to go too far into it in case you get lost. The children looked in excitement at one another. The Enchanted Wood? What a lovely name. And each child secretly thought the same thought. I shall go and explore the Enchanted Wood as soon as ever I can. Their father set them to work in the overgrown garden once they'd finished their meal. Joe had to pull up the tough thistles, and the 2 girls had to weed the untidy vegetable bed. They spoke to one another in joyful voices. The Enchanted Wood, the Enchanted Wood. We knew there was something magical about it. I guess there were fairies there, said Franny. We'll do some more exploring as soon as we can, cried Beth. We'll find out what those whispering trees are saying. We'll know all the secrets of the wood before too many more weeks are past. And that night at bedtime, all 3 stood at the window, looking out on the dark, whispering wood behind the cottage. What would they find in the Enchanted Wood? Now I'm going to put the bookmark in, children. Our next chapter is chapter 2. And I'm putting the bookmark in. So our next video will be chapter 2. See you later.